Imagine if you were humiliated just because of your clothes. And within minutes, the entire store was silent. An expensive jewelry boutique on New York's famous Fifth Avenue was more than usual that day. The diamonds in the glass showcases sparkled in the light, and the staff inside were busy paying attention only to special customers. At that moment, the door opened and a 62-year-old woman walked in. She had light white hair, a simple coat, and an old bag in her hand. Her name was Margaret Louise. Margaret slowly stopped by a showcase and said very softly, "Excuse me, can I see this sapphire ring?" The salesgirl Sophie standing behind the counter looked her up and down, a mocking smile on her lips, and said coldly, "Madam, this collection is not for the common people. Its price starts at $50,000. Perhaps you can see something cheaper in the other part of the mall." A few young customers in the store laughed softly. Margaret's face remained calm, but a flash of nostalgia flashed in her eyes for a moment. She didn't answer, just quietly took out her phone and sent a short message. A few moments later, the door to the store opened loudly. Store director Richard Collins rushed in. His face was flushed. He went straight to Margaret and said in a panic, "Miss Louise, I didn't know you would be here today. I'm so sorry." Sophie's face turned white. Sir?" Her voice was trembling. Richard looked at Sophie with stern eyes and said loudly, "This woman is the founder and CEO of this jewelry brand." The silence in the store was as if time had stopped. Margaret looked around slowly, then spoke in a dignified tone. "I started this brand because years ago I was fired from a similar store just because of the way I dressed. That day, I promised myself that if I ever reached this point, I would never measure a person's dignity by their clothes." She looked at Sophie. "I came here today just to see if our values were still alive." Richard immediately said, "Sophie, for a serious violation of company policy and insulting a customer, you are fired immediately." Tears began to flow from Sophie's eyes. "I didn't know who you were," Margaret replied, moving toward the door. "That's the problem. You shouldn't have needed to know. Just remember this. Every human being is worthy of respect." She walked out of the store and left behind only silence, embarrassment, and a lesson. If you also believe that respect comes from character, not clothes, then leave a red heart in the comments.